Okay, over the course of the last year, I've reviewed close to a dozen launch monitors, and there are two that have really outshone the competition in that kind of prosumer market. And they are the FlightScope Mevo Plus and the Bushnell Launch Pro. If you are in the market for a launch monitor in that like $2,000 to $5,000 range, for a launch monitor that can be consumer level and consumer friendly, but also have professional level features, these are probably the two that you are considering, and they are both fantastic. The problem is there have been some changes to both of these in terms of features and pricing that may, they may sway you one direction or another. So that's what we're talking about today. We're comparing and contrasting these two launch monitors. We're talking about some of the recent changes to pricing, to features, to help you figure out if you should buy the Mevo Plus, the Launch Pro, or something totally different. So if you're in the market, that sounds interesting, let's get going. All right, first off, if you don't know who I am, my name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here at Breaking80, where for the last decade, I've been reviewing cool golf courses and cool golf tech products. We've just recently started doing these YouTube videos, so if you find this video helpful at any point, feel free to give it the thumbs up. And if you would like to see more videos from us, hit the notification bell, hit the subscribe button, do all of those things. But don't do them you don't even have to do it right now. Wait, make sure this video is useful, do it at the end, and we'll come back. We'll revisit that then. Okay, first up, let's talk Launch Pro real quick. The Launch Pro is fantastic. It is the most accurate launch monitor I have ever tested. Under 10 grand, I think that it's probably your best bet. It's the exact same as the Foresight GC3. Literally, Foresight bought Bushnell. It is the exact same piece of hardware. So whether it's the GC3, the Launch Pro, I think it is the most accurate launch monitor under $10,000. Using it on a range, it's fantastic. You've got the built-in screen. It only takes up like 2 feet of space, and it sits in front of you rather than behind you. So it's very easy to look down, see what your yardages are. It's very easy to use on the range because you don't necessarily have to pair it to an app if you don't want it to. If you just want a quick session, you want to see your yardages, you want to see your spin rate, all you got to do is hit your shot, look down, away you go. I love that aspect to the Launch Pro. In comparison, the Mevo Plus is still very accurate, but it's going to take a little bit more time setting it up properly in order to get those accurate results. It also obviously doesn't have a built-in screen, so you're going to have to pair it with an app on an iPad or on your phone every time you want to use it. That being said, there's some cool features about this that you don't get in the Launch Pro. For instance, this has iOS E6 access. What this means is that this has simulator access that comes with no additional fee and no additional hardware required. Whereas if you want to use the simulator features on the Bushnell Launch Pro, you're going to have a gaming level PC as well as a gold subscription, which comes in at $699 a year. So some pros and cons. Now I've done dedicated reviews of both of these products, and I'm going to link to those below. So if you want more information on both of these, what they do well, what they don't do well, to really help you figure out which one is right for you, I'm going to link to those videos below and you can check those out. But the purpose of this video is more of an update because there have been a few things that have changed that, they kind of alter my recommendations a little bit. So to summarize it, I've said most accurate launch monitor I've ever used, doesn't take up much space, fantastic piece of equipment, but I don't like the subscription fee, and honestly, I don't like the app all that much. It's not super easy to use, it's not very consumer friendly, and while it's powerful, there's a pretty steep learning curve. Whereas the Mevo Plus, I don't like the fact that it takes up quite a bit more space. You need like 8 feet behind you and 8 feet in front of you in order to get proper results. You also have to kind of finagle with the tilt and the roll and some of the settings in the app in order to really get the most accurate results. That being said, I love the built-in simulator access. I love the app. The app is really, really fun to use. I love the fact it has an Apple Watch integration. There's a lot that I like about this, and it doesn't have a subscription fee. So that's kind of a summary of these two products. But what we're talking about right now is how the chasm between these two is kind of widened a little bit in a certain way. Now, what I mean by this is they used to be fairly comparable products in terms of price. It was $2,999 for this and $2,999 for this if you got the Pro package included. In the Pro package, it was an extra $1,000. It includes the D-plane suite, so you're getting face to path and like 11 different metrics that's really going to help you dial in your golf game even more. That doesn't include the subscription fee here, but you could get in the door for about the same price with both of these products. So what has changed? Well, first off, FlightScope has done a pretty good job of rolling out some new features. They rolled out that Pro package early in 2022. Yes, there was a $1,000 price tag along with it, but it really took the capabilities of this to a more professional level, and honestly puts it on par with the Pro level X3 from FlightScope that cost well over $10,000. On top of that, they took the fusion tracking technology that was only found in their higher end launch monitors, and they brought it down to this, which basically is a combination of Doppler radar and camera to give you more accurate results. And in my testing, since they rolled out the fusion tracking, the results and accuracy have gotten a lot better in the Mevo Plus. So why am I telling you this right now? Well, over the course of the last month or two, the cost of the Bushnell Launch Pro has gone from $2,999 to $3,999. The basic subscription package, which used to be $99 a year, is now $249 a year. The silver package, which used to be $399, is now $499. And the gold package is the one thing that's gotten cheaper, and it went from $799 down to $699. The reason I tell you this is that if you're going to buy this product, you're going to need one of these subscription packages. So not only does it cost an extra $1,000 with the hardware, unless you opt for the gold package, you're going to be spending more every year in order to use it. There's also an option for a full unlock feature. So essentially what that does is it unlocks all of the stuff in the gold package, and it's a one-time fee. You never have to pay anything again. And essentially that brings this directly in line in terms of both price and features as the Foresight GC3. So it's $3,500 to do that, which brings the entire cost of this unlocked to $7,500 approximately, which is coincidentally exactly how much the GC3 costs. I used to recommend this over the GC3 because if you unlocked it, it would end up being just over $500 cheaper. That's not the case now, so now the GC3 and the Launch Pro really are the exact same devices with different branding. So to be clear, the Bushnell Launch Pro is getting more expensive without necessarily rolling out a whole lot of new features to go along with it. There are a few nominal things that they've started including in their basic subscription that weren't there before, but overall, it's still pretty much the same product with a more expensive price tag. Contrast that to the Mevo Plus. Mevo Plus has been $19.99 since it came out. Occasionally you would see it on sale for $200 off or $17.99. Well, they've all but confirmed that the new official price is $17.99. So instead of getting $1,000 more expensive like the Launch Pro, it's gotten $200 cheaper. To make things even more enticing, we have a coupon code here at Breaking80. You just use the coupon code Breaking80 with 80 spelt out. That gets you an additional 5% off. You used to not be able to use that code when this was on sale. So when it was $17.99, you could not get a further discount off of that. They've changed this though. So now you can use our Breaking80 coupon code along with the reduced price, which brings this to like $1,709. That is insane. It's the cheapest price I've ever seen for this. Not only that, they've dropped the cost of the Pro package from $1,000 down to $800. So in order to get this fully loaded with the Pro package, with the simulator access, with everything, now instead of paying $3,000, you're paying about $2,500. This, to get simulator features, to unlock everything, to get the hardware, $7,500. An extra $5,000. Yes, it is more accurate. Yes, you can go the subscription route, which doesn't force you to pay all of that up front. Yes, this does take less space. Yes, if I was just going to choose one of these to just use on the range for, simple distances and everything, I love the simplicity, the accuracy, and the setup of this. So I've got both of these devices, but for my personal practice, the one I find myself turning to is the Mevo Plus. It's got the built-in skills app, which allows you to gamify things. It has a very friendly app that is actually fun to use. It has tons of built-in features. I can use it on my iPad, I can use it with my iPhone, I can use my Apple Watch. It is just an overall better user experience when you're factoring in the whole package. And if you are using the app and you're doing the setup and you're doing all of those things. So really, the whole point of this video is just kind of to highlight, for as great as both of these devices are, this one has gotten a whole lot more expensive and this one has gotten a whole lot cheaper. And so whereas it used to be really tough to recommend one or the other, it's getting a little bit easier because this one's going to be easier to use for most people, it's going to be more fun to use for most people, and it's a fraction of the price. So that's just my take right now. I had my 30-day gold package. I had that with this, and it expired before I got a chance to really dig in. So I'm hoping to pick that up so I can really, use the gold package features a lot more, get it set up with the simulator, and really dig into this. Because honestly, if you take the app aside, which I'm not a huge fan of, I love using this. But I want to get a little bit more time and really kind of sink my teeth into everything that it can do. Whereas this, it's easy to set up, it's fun to use, and it's a lot less expensive. So this was a little bit of a rambly video, but I just wanted to kind of highlight some of the differences between these two and give you my thoughts on both of them, having used both of them pretty extensively. So with that, my name's Sean Ogle. I'm the founder of this thing here, Breaking80, where, like I said, we do cool golf tech product reviews and golf course reviews. And if you got some value out of this, maybe consider hitting the subscribe button, thumbs up, bell, do all of the things. So with that, I hope you have an excellent day. I hope you got some value out of this. And if you have any questions about either of these two devices, if you're trying to decide between the two of them, drop a comment below and I'll do my best to help you out. Have a good day. Peace.